Welcome, Pisces, to your weekly reading. This is for the 1st to the 8th of December. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Pisces, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We'll then take a look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we'll look at messages and advice from Spirit. We'll then move on to your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Pisces, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with 6 of Pentacles and the Chariot, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now, Pisces, this is looking very exciting, because what I am seeing is that at the beginning of the week, you are going to be given something, my dear Pisces, that you really need right now. Now, this could be anything, Pisces. It could be advice, it could be a recommendation, an introduction, it could be a loan. There is something that you need right now that is going to come through at the beginning of the week. And what this does for you, it places you in the Chariot energy. It's like now you've got nothing holding you back with regards to where you want to go and what you want to achieve. I will give you a very simple example, my dear Pisces. So say, for example, my dear Pisces, you really want to move. You might not be happy where you're living, or you've outgrown your home, or you don't feel good with regards to the neighborhood or your neighbors, but you have a lease and you don't know what to do. At the beginning of the week, you could speak to somebody who is very knowledgeable in this area, and they can let you know of something that you never knew of on how you can legally get out of a lease and end it earlier than you thought. So now you have your way out. You are able to leave this home that has served its purpose, but it's time to move on, and we see you now moving full steam ahead, my dear Pisces, into that new home that is far more suitable for you. Now, that was a simple example. This could come through with regards to something going on in one of your relationships. Maybe you are not getting on with your boss, and every day is actually quite unpleasant for you because you don't understand them, they don't understand you, but you love the company and you love what you're doing. You could go and speak to human resources, and they could recommend that you move to another department with another boss doing very similar work. One way or another, my dearest Pisces, I do see you getting what you want and moving forward in the most positive way. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Now, Pisces, what we see here is a lovely energy of starting something new. Page of Pentacles could be anything. It could be something connected to what is coming through here. And then again, for many of you, this could be something else totally. It could be something small, my dear Pisces, like starting a new sport or a new activity. It could be something a little bigger, like a big move, starting your own business, relocating, anything like that. But what we do see is that you have already done the primary work. You've done some kind of research, you've looked into it, all these little saplings starting to grow, tell me that even if you've been thinking about it and daydreaming about it, Pisces, you have initiated something. Now, Pisces, whatever this is for you, we have two very big signs here that you need to continue with this full steam ahead. The first sign is our Hierophant coming through with the energy of as above, so below. Spirit wants this for you. This is something they want you to pursue. Keep going. Keep nurturing those little saplings. Give it more time, more energy, more intention. This is meant to happen for you. Another sign we have that this is going to be really good for you is our little rabbit leaping across the fields. When we see a rabbit in tarot, it's very lucky, my dear Pisces. So whatever you are starting, keep going, Pisces. Like I said, it doesn't matter how small or big it is. What we do see here is such immense potential that this is going to be a very successful and happy venture for you. Let us move on and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we have the Magician and the Star. Now, Pisces, this is an incredibly wonderful and strong message. We have two major arcana cards coming out here and two exceptionally positive cards. Spirit wants you to know that this week is your week where you are able to bring in a manifestation. Now, this manifestation could have something to do with our Six of Pentacles and the Chariot, with our Page of Pentacles, but it's something you have put up out onto the spiritual realm. Now, Pisces, there is great possibility this will come down and manifest on the physical realm. And what Spirit wants you to know, very simply and very beautifully, that this manifestation is going to make you feel blessed. It's going to make you feel like the star you are, my dear Pisces. So Pisces, be ready now to see something quite big and quite spectacular come about with regards to something you have been focusing on, wishing for and praying for. And with this blessed energy, I do feel, Pisces, that this is not only just going to come down and manifest, but I do feel it's going to give you an immense amount of that deep feeling of, I'm connected to Spirit. Spirit sees me. I'm not forgotten. I am a star in Spirit's eye. Wonderful to see. Let's move on now and see what your unexpected blessing is this week. And we have Eight of Pentacles and Page of Cups. Now, Pisces, your unexpected blessing is that you are going to be receiving incredible news that comes out of the blue. Something, my dear Pisces, you do not anticipate and you do not expect. Once again, this could be very connected to what we have seen and spoken about. And for many of you, I do believe that it is. It could be this phone call you get from a friend who says, Pisces, I know you're looking to move and you don't have the money for a deposit for your new home. I'm going to give it to you, and with no pressure, pay me back when you can. This could be that new business idea you've been thinking about and researching for weeks on end, and this week you get feedback from people who have tested your product or service that they love it. Where can they place their next order? This, my dear Pisces, could be the energy of our manifestation. Something you have put up onto the spiritual realm. Perhaps you have been quietly praying and wishing to meet somebody romantically. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Love is love and companionship is companionship. And this week, somebody you really like phones you up and asks you out on that first date. What we do see is that whatever news is coming through is something, my dear Pisces, that then leads to the Eight of Pentacles. So it tells us, Pisces, that once you receive that news, you then get down to business. This is what you've been waiting for. This is going to be that big sign that just tells you, yes, I'm on track. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, this is what I'm meant to be doing. And you do not hesitate for a moment. You are fully engrossed in what this is because you recognize it for the gift and the blessing that it is. At the end of the week, we have High Priestess and Queen of Cups coming through. Now, Pisces, you are presenting as Queen of Cups this week. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine. It's the energy of Queen of Cups I am speaking about. And as Queen of Cups, we see, my dear Pisces, that you are very emotionally calm, wise, and stable this week. With all this incredible energy coming your way, you are going to manage it from such a calm and collected position. Queen of Cups is our intuitive queen, and we are being told with High Priestess coming through that your intuition is heightened this week. You are connected to Spirit. So this is going to be the week, Pisces, where you should work with Spirit in a way that's easy and comfortable to you, whether it's through prayer, meditation, journaling, channeling, visualizations, or simply asking in your mind's eye for what you need and want. Work with your gut feelings, your hunches, your premonitions. All this energy is leading you, my dearest Pisces, to what can only be described as the most incredible week. Let's go ahead and get your oracle card message for this week. Let's go ahead now and see what your oracle card message is. And you have finding. Pisces, this is a beautiful message because what we see is that this week, my dear Pisces, you are going to have the feeling of coming back to yourself, feeling as though my life is working out the way I wanted. You have this wonderful calm energy of Spirit sees me, I am blessed, and I'm getting exactly what I need, when I need it, and how I need it. There is a wonderful sense of I am exactly where I am meant to be right now. Pisces, enjoy this week. It looks wonderful. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.